CoastLife, summer is here and no trip to the beach is complete without great food and great drinks. And you can find all of that at Somewhere Restaurant in Rehoboth Beach right here on Baltimore Avenue. I am with Leah, one of the owners of Somewhere, and we've been here before about a year ago and things are looking a little bit different. So what's new at Somewhere these days?
So this year we really tried to redo and emphasize our Oasis outdoor dining area.
Yes.
We added a really gorgeous pergola for shade. We added all new plants, some really amazing palm trees and flowers and everything all over the place. And we added some really fun lounges so that you can kind of hang out a little bit more, be more comfortable out here. And then obviously every year we redo the sand, so it's all fresh and beautiful. You can stick your toes in the sand while you eat.
Yeah, I mean, that really is, this is something unique to you guys as far as outdoor dining goes here in Rehoboth, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think we're one of the only places that has a sand patio. We've got a 70-foot boardwalk, and it's really, really nice out here in the summer.
It is. You guys are also pet friendly.
Yes.
Which I know draws a lot of people.
Oh man, we love dogs here. We love when we have all the puppy customers and they're, you know, sitting under the tables, digging themselves holes in the sand. It's always very cute.
Yes. Now, you guys are a family-owned business, which I know makes it really fun to work together. But tell me a little bit about, let's dive into the menu, because you guys are also really good at coming up with really creative and really different menu items. So what kind of bites can people grab at Somewhere?
So this year we decided to add a couple of new things. We made a beautiful French toast. It's stacked up really high. It's really thick cut bread. It's cinnamon sugar, and it's got a really awesome sweet cream in between each slice. And then you can also add our berry compote to that. So that's one of our new favorite menu items. And then we also have the lobster Benedict, which we started last year, but it is definitely a hit. Everybody loves the lobster Benny, and it turns out so beautiful every time. We use real lobster tail instead of just, you know, claw or pieces. So it's a crowd pleaser for sure. But yeah, we've gotten only bigger and better, I think, this year.
I think so too. And I know you mentioned some of those good eats, which I'm very excited to dive into, which we're about to do. Well, Aileen was telling us how delicious some of these menu items look, but I'm with Brooke now, Brooke Crabtree, and talk to me just a little bit about the menu. There's a lot of choices, especially for those who are not meat eaters, and I know you're sort of the resident vegetarian.
Right.
What does it mean to you to have so many different kinds of options on a menu like this? Because it's not something you see.
I think it's awesome. I mean, I've been working here for 3 years now, and I've been vegetarian for 8 years, so it's really cool to come in here and be able to have all these like great vegan and vegetarian options. So we always have a few different vegetarian and vegan options on the menu at a time, and then every few weeks we'll rotate and do different ones. So right now we've got an artichoke taco going right now. Before that we did like a pulled carrot taco. So it's just super cool to have all these different options and be inclusive to all different kinds of diets out here.
For sure. Now I know we've got sort of a mix, some breakfast items and some lunch dinner items. Right. How long does breakfast brunch run for? Because I know that's a popular question and a popular time slot to come check out Somewhere.
So we do breakfast from 9 to 3 p.m. So it's pretty late for those who like to sleep in a bit. So
perfect.
Yeah, we've got dinner. We do lunch and dinner all day. You can order any of the items whatever time you want, and then we close around 9 or 10 depending on how busy it is.
Awesome. And I know that you guys have a lot of specials that do rotate. Should people stay close to your socials in order to keep an eye out for those?
Definitely. Yeah, we post a lot on Instagram about that, Facebook as well. Instagram stories for sure with the highlights about our different specials for the weeks.
Awesome. Well, I'm definitely excited to dive into some of this food. The lobster Benny, which we know is a super popular choice. I'm going to just don't mind if I do, help myself. What is your favorite thing on the menu, Brooke, while we chat?
So I love the lobster Benedict. Also the curry lobster taco is super good. So I eat fish as well, so I'm really pescatarian.
Yeah.
But I also really enjoy the South of Somewhere sandwich. So that's got really good tomatoes, especially when they're in season like now. And then vegan chipotle aioli, some arugula. It's on really nice sourdough with some fries on the side.
Yes.
Probably one of my go-tos. And I'd say, honestly, the tacos right here, the sweet potato and the artichoke are so good.
Yeah.
Especially with a little kick of the truffle.
This is, well, I can see why this is one of your favorite menu items, because this is, whether you're starting your vacation or you're ending your vacation, you got to make the lobster Benedict something that you do while you're here. And I know that the French toast is new. This is something that people were chatting about too.
It's
got to make it extra sweet. And French toast is a classic, you know?
Right.
You can't, you're picky eaters, you're not so picky eaters, everybody loves it. And look at that stack.
With all the cream cheese filling.
Yes, piled nice and high.
Right.
Delicious. Just want to make sure I get a little bit of everything because there's a lot to cover here. All right. Okay, so for your sweet breakfast lovers, your savory breakfast lovers, there's plenty of options, and again, a little something for everybody, no matter what your taste is. But we're not done, because not only is Somewhere known for their amazing food, but their amazing drinks. So we'll check in with something that they won recently when we get back. If you are looking for creative eats and delicious drinks at the beach, there is only one place that you should be stopping by, and that is, of course, Somewhere Restaurant on Baltimore Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Before the break, you heard Aileen talking about the amazing menu. Had a chance to try some of it myself, but again, food's not the only incredible thing they do. We're also diving into the winning drink of the Margarita Crawl and more, so let's get to it.
The team behind the delicious food and drink at Somewhere in Rehoboth Beach love to keep its patrons excited by staying creative with their menu and participating in local restaurant events where they get to really showcase that creativity. Events most recently, like the Margarita Crawl.
Honestly, Somewhere, I love that we get involved in so many community and restaurant involved events. That's one of my favorite things about working here. I love getting to see all the customers and how excited they are that we are participating in these events. So I got to work at a Taco Mania last season, and then we had a gumbo crawl earlier this season, and I've done 2 margarita crawls so far. And it's so much fun because we always try to go for the most creative margarita, but this year we were lucky enough that we got first place, and all the customers really loved our ideas this year.
So what did customers love about the winning margarita?
They were really loving the fact that we took it a little bit of a spin on one of the cocktails that we already have, which was the strawberries and cream martini. And the fried Oreo bite was just the icing on the cake for them, to be honest. They were really excited about it, but it was also a lot of fun to see what other restaurants were doing and get to hear about the margaritas that everybody else had too.
Participating in restaurant events isn't the only thing that Haley Wirtz loves about working at Somewhere. She also loves the team she works with.
Well, I always say, like, working at Somewhere really is a small family. I love everyone here so much. This is my first time waitressing ever coming here, so everyone's just really supportive and it's really team oriented. We all help each other out, and we all really benefit from how well the restaurant does, so it's a lot of fun.
As recent winners of the Margarita Crawl, taking first place has been a long time coming.
We're very excited that we're actually able to climb up the ladder. Starting at 3rd place our first year we participated, we're moving up every year. We're trying to be more creative, trying to do stuff that are a lot more fun. Our strawberries and cream margarita was something that we all love strawberries. It was a group effort, and we wanted to add a snack that matched the drink, and what better than a fried Oreo? I mean, we're at the beach, there's funnel cakes everywhere you go, so we just needed to make it a little bit better.
The best thing is that it actually matches with the spirit of this place.
Yeah.
While the staff pours their heart and soul into creating a diverse and delicious food and drink menu, they put just as much effort into curating the effortless and relaxing vibe that you'll find at Somewhere.
So the first thing is when customers come to Somewhere, they're always wondering, what is this place? What is this thing? Why is it so beautiful and nice? And they're always questioning, what is Somewhere? It's pretty much a secret gem, and once you walk into the boardwalk, you see a paradise of beautiful flowers, beautiful seating, sand. They're always imagining paradise land. They're somewhere, whatever they imagine to be.
From regular and rotating food and drink specials, Maria and Nellie both agree that it takes the whole team working together to bring all the amazing menu items from concepts to customer favorites.
It's the same thing we do with our food. It's somebody comes up with a base idea, and then the whole team kind of pitches in, adds their little touch, and then it literally is a group effort with everything we do. I won't pull out a cocktail to our customers if somebody in the staff is like, actually, I don't think that's a great idea. So we want to make sure that everybody in here is involved in everything that you do, because we want them to be as excited to sell it as we are to create it.
But with all their incredible and inclusive menu options and winning margaritas, Somewhere is also known for having the best espresso martini in town.
Well, that's exactly right. And the reason they're the best, there's a couple different things. So before we became a full-service bar and restaurant, we were actually just a coffee shop. So when we came here, we brought all our knowledge and all of our special equipment. So one of the things is that we have the nicest espresso machine anywhere around. It is, as far as I know, the only fully manual lever-operated espresso machine anywhere on Delmarva. So it pulls a mean shot of espresso. The second, the most important thing, is that we make the booze that goes into the espresso martini ourselves in-house. We don't use an off-the-shelf espresso vodka. We don't use an unflavored vodka. We take the same espresso grounds that we use to pull that shot, and we infuse them into the alcohol to make the best espresso booze that you can get.
The people have spoken, and the staff at Somewhere have listened. If vodka isn't your first choice for espresso martinis, maybe you'll enjoy some of their new ones that they have to offer.
We've been doing this for 4 years, and word has gotten around that we definitely have the best traditional espresso martini anywhere in town. So we thought, if we know we've got the best, where do we go from here? And the answer is, we want to give people more options. Everybody likes things to be a little different. Some people like creamy, some people like sweet, some people prefer different kinds of alcohol. So what we said is, not only are we going to infuse the espresso vodka, we're going to use that same process that makes it so good to infuse espresso tequila and espresso rum as well. Each of the espresso martinis has their own recipe and their own garnishes, and now everybody has it just the way they like it.
Congratulations again to the staff at Somewhere Restaurant for winning the Margarita Crawl. But of course, if Margs aren't your thing, they've got other delicious drinks for you to try. And don't forget, they do have bicycle and scooter parking. So if you are local, or maybe you're renting one of these bad boys for the week, you can make sure you park right here at Somewhere. And you don't even have to worry about finding a parking spot when it comes to bikes and scooters. But you don't have to worry about what you're doing next, because there's more Coast Life coming your way as well. So sit tight.